in the workplace. There's so many people that are getting kind of stressed out. They've got this, they're on a Zoom meeting until 2:00 and they got another meeting. It starts at 2:00 and they haven't buffered in, time in between. When they're on that, is there something that leaders can do, or is there something people can do at work to try and get through that? And again, I want to try to look at it from the leadership side. What can be done in the workplace in today's crazy world?
I think there's two things that come to mind about that. Well, actually three. First, acknowledging that it's a problem. And sometimes just looking at the environment that you're in and saying, that is a lot, and there's a good reason I feel like I do, helps. Especially somebody else recognizing that you're doing the best you can in the environment you're in. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that oftentimes there are things as leaders that we don't know about what is going on in our workers' lives. And one of the things that I always find interesting is when I work with a company, I interview the leaders and we survey all of the employees to see what's causing stress in the environment. Oftentimes, the leaders have come to me saying, we have this problem. We have a work-life balance problem. We have a morale problem. We have this. And the employees tell a different story.
Yep.
So the lack of that data and that concept, oftentimes leaders are trying to solve the wrong problem. And oftentimes there are opportunities to solve a problem so simply that would mean so much to the employees, but the leaders don't know about it because either they haven't asked the right question, or because of the culture, the employees aren't going to share that information, but they will with a third party, which is always interesting. So that matchup between what the leaders think is the problem and what the problem really is really exposes some opportunities. I was just talking to someone who said that they had identified a morale problem. They were trying to solve it with all kinds of different things, but then somebody finally did some third-party research, and it turned out that it was in a kitchen. They just needed new saute pans. That is an easy to solve problem. And one of the insights in the book that I get from interviewing hundreds of leaders is that really effective leaders solve problems so their people can do the best work. Part of it is getting the data about what really are the problems. And then the other piece is making a firm commitment to solving those problems. The leader that I profile on this in the book is from Ford Financial Bank, which is a regional bank here in the Midwest. They wanted to be the bank of choice in the region, so they knew they had to be the employer of choice in the region. One of the things they recognized is that a lot of their people were one bad thing happening away from financial distress, right? $4,000 to fix your car or a medical bill was going to put them in serious financial distress. They're a bank. They figured out how to build the Ford Fund. They match what the employees put into it. And there is a process that if you get the $4,000 medical bill that you can't pay, you can apply for a grant and have it paid. There is a level of comfort knowing my employer has my back.
Yep.
That goes a long way, making employees feel seen and valued. And when employees feel seen and valued and connected to the mission of the organization, they will walk through fire